Hey, when this come on,
how I get around.
they ain't gonna have no choice.
Murder baby and say no cap.
To be like,
Hey,
hey, hey, hey, hey, listen.
you can't tell me nothing. I'm Big Kanye. My registration late. I'm Big Kanye. 808s in my heart breaks like I'm Kanye. I'm watching from the throne. I'm Big Kanye. That KK on my hip like I'm Kanye. I raised you boys to men like I'm Wanye. Perfect time, ayy. Walk in your residence, talk to the president, sit by an angel. This work is heaven sent. Come in and murder everything on the track. We don't leave evidence. College dropout with a workout plan. Gotta put in work just to feed your fam. Talking through the wire, gon' get your jam. So I'm Tupac, how I get around. Been on the road for like 2 days. All of these chains like a new slave. Writing good music like 2 Chainz. Prime time, I'm Dion in 2 games. All of this power, I'm Big Kanye. My registration late, I'm Big Kanye. 808s in my heart breaks like I'm Kanye. I'm watching from the throne, I'm Big Kanye. Ooh, poopity scoop, I bust a whoop in some white easy boost, and I popped in the coupe. Murder was the case like I'm Snoop, then rolled up like Snoop. On top of that house like I'm Snoopy. No one in my group got no time for no groupies. I shake up like I'm dancing like Uzi. A tongue waste my Uzi, smoking a pound. You can't see me, B.O.P. like I'm holding it down. You watch for the throne, I'm holding the crown. New dresses on devils ain't nothing new to you. My fantasies dark but they're beautiful. Twisted, you think I'm a monster with all of these lights. Who mornings is beautiful. Making choices to be new slave. Stacking Bo Jackson in 2 games. Yeah. College drop out like I'm Kanye. Flashing lights at graduation like I'm Kanye. Living the life of Pablo, I'm Big Kanye. It's gonna be a cruel summer, I'm Big Kanye. You can't tell me nothing, I'm Big Kanye. My registration late, I'm Big Kanye. 808s in my heart breaks like I'm Kanye. I'm watching from the throne, I'm Big Kanye.
Man, what is up, people? This your boy D the Prophet from Blended Views 614. I'm here with
JR the Grizzate.
and we got a special guest here tonight. We're doing a little special sideshow. I don't know,
Yeah, let's do it.
interview off the record here with Emcee, a Columbus legend, brother. How you doing tonight?
You know, thank you for that, man. I don't even know if I would consider myself a Columbus legend, but definitely Ohio representative and
Okay.
a Columbus vet. If that's
All
the
right.
case.
Well, but I heard a lot about you. I mean, just behind the scenes, I know Casper spoke very highly of you, and then meeting you last night.
Yeah,
A lot of people respect you in the
I
community.
left,
So
I left
Stamp.
yeah, I left my stamp.
That's
Definitely,
what's
you know
up.
what I'm saying? Thanks, courtesy, great artists like Rest in Peace, Ness Words,
Mhm.
Josh Miller, Eric Rollins, and Mr. Anderson. There's a lot of people that were like already kind of here for doing their thing, and opened up some doors to kind of help me leave a good stamp here.
Yeah. So go ahead. And I know I asked you before this show. So where are you originally from?
Originally, I am a Dayton, Ohio born child artist. You know what I'm saying?
DYT in
Yeah.
the building.
Okay.
I come from a musical family. Both my mother and my father both did music.
Yeah.
I probably picked up my first microphone in Palatine, Illinois.
Okay.
Right outside Chicago. Shout out Palatine. Shout out Chicago. My homie Josh Langer put a mic in my hand. And honestly, I wish I could say it was, and I never looked back, but I kind of took off and slowed down and took off and slowed down. I'm just kind of being unsure of my footing. So by the time I got back to Ohio and was really making an effort, I had a decent first run at it.
Yeah.
And this second rotation has been Cincinnati. Cincinnati kicked me back off this time, man. So I moved to Cincinnati. I was teaching, and I went back to school for education.
Okay.
And was doing like the whole family father thing. And someone in my city put out a Facebook post, man, like, I'm at these old rappers next. And I hadn't even made no music at the time for like a couple years. And I was like, man, I'm an old rapper's next. Like, and he tagged my name. So my friends are hitting my inbox with it. and it just made me kind of see if I still felt I guess had it. And here we are, like literally like 6 years after after the revamp,
Yeah.
and it's been a good push, man. I'm
Been a
in
good
LA
ride.
now, so going from Dayton, I did Charlotte for a while,
Yeah, I like Charlotte.
Cincinnati, now it's LA instead of even planting my feet in Columbus. That's why I don't know if I'm a Columbus legend, because I feel like when I came in, I rocked and I did some great performances, met some great artists, and left some great words behind about myself. I
Hmm.
didn't really plant my feet here. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I don't want to take like for all the great Columbus legends, your especially your Nest words, your copies, your catalyst.
Hmm.
I don't want to take legend away
That's
from
cool.
your J. Raws, your J.
You're
Carries.
very humble. It's good.
Yeah, that's
Oh
dope.
man,
That's dope.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Humbled,
dope.
humbled is the best word to describe me.
That's
Like
what's
Good.
up.
life humbled me very well, but I would never take away from like what I'm saying. Now I'm a dating legend.
Right.
DYT in the
Okay.
building.
Okay. The
That's what's up.
937.
Yeah, for
I'm a
sure.
dating legend. Yes, no
So
question.
where can people find out about your music right now?
Everything I mainly push is online. I use
Hmm.
I have a band camp. My band camp is kind of what is my if you ever want to have a direct line to me, my
Hmm.
band camp, all my stuff is PTHEEMCEE. I
Okay.
use the real spelling of MC. A lot of people try to hit the
Yeah,
MC in.
yeah. The
There's
letters.
it's a Tanzanian artist.
Ah,
Ironically, me and him speak. Ironically, the
Hmm.
other P the MC is a Tanzania MC.
Yeah.
We share a lot of the same qualities.
oh,
We
that's
go
dope.
about things kind of close to the same way. He's even. I feel like we're doing reverse because he
Okay.
kind of started in making big songs and then headed into battle rap, and I kind of started in battle rapping
Yeah,
and moved into big
Oh,
songs.
so you're a battle rapper.
I was. I don't even honestly. I don't even like to put the term on me. I was just good at rapping,
Okay.
and any platform that you put in front of me that involves rapping,
you gonna do
whether
it.
it was battling or creating songs or freestyling about the date as it went past, or like I love making rap. I was dope at rapping, and they would put me in that lane. So whatever lane you put me in, I was able to excel.
So what has California offered you that the Midwest and the East Coast couldn't really
An
do per
ear,
se?
man.
A ear?
I feel like people always say if you're from a certain place, it's hard to be heard from your area.
That's true.
No place harder than the Midwest. I'm sure that other Midwest artists will agree. And we're kind of it's like the gift and the curse,
Hmm.
because as much as you want to have notoriety, you really want your prospective place to feel you.
Yeah,
But in the Midwest, that's not really
yeah. I feel you,
it's
man.
not really the common thing, and we're good about loving our artists once our artists have
Have
went
Get to
made
the
it.
somewhere,
top.
flourished
Yeah,
somewhere else. Um, I gave a lot to my city, and I honestly feel like maybe I've drowned them out. Like
okay.
to me, they just wasn't open to hear P anymore, which even led me to Columbus. Like there was a time frame where, back in the early battle days, like city crossing was a dangerous game in the
Yeah,
rap world. So now that we're like at a point where there's a lot of artists and performing, and people are going to different cities and making motions, um, it was necessary for people in Ohio to go to those different cities. Shout out to like Sarab. Sarab makes a lot of noise in Columbus
uh-huh.
and Cincinnati. Sarab's a Dayton boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joey H. Joey H is a Cleveland area guy,
Okay.
but they make a lot of noise down here. Even Rothstein's a
Yeah,
Lancaster guy,
yeah,
and he loves Columbus. Makes a
yeah.
lot of
He
noise in
does.
Columbus. I just feel like when he was trying to make noise in Lancaster, maybe Lancaster is good about it now. But of course, when you're originally an artist, hip hop wise, from your prospective city, it's kind of hard
It's
to get a
difficult.
noise.
It's
Yeah.
challenging. Yeah,
So LA provided an ear.
that's
I
what's
went
up.
out
Nice.
there. I feel like if you are talented and you worked hard at your craft, they'll give you an ear. Like they're not really. They just want to show that they're in the business. LA in that they're in the business of entertainment.
Right.
Hmm.
If you come out there and you have it, there's not really, what I'm saying,
No limit.
yeah.
You can
So,
shine
And
like a
that's in
star.
everything though. That's like in painting and
Whatever.
break dancing and sitting
The art of it.
and acting.
yeah.
Yeah.
We have a guy from Dayton that just started getting acting parts and like real TV shows. I think he's on NCIS or something like that.
Mm.
Like people are making moves, man. And I
So
wish I don't even know there's a lane for that in Dayton. I don't know if he can be an actor.
Yeah. Nah, you
in
definitely
Dayton,
got to venture out.
know?
You definitely got to venture out,
So
man. It only
yeah.
makes sense.
So it's definitely provided an ear, man. And shout out to everyone in LA, man. And when I say LA, the whole Southern California is LA to me. I know they don't look at it like that because they're like really big on their cities, like they're big on Long Beach
Yeah,
and the
San
IE
Fran.
and
Yeah.
and
photogenic
yeah.
area.
But me, I love that place,
That's
man.
what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely am an Ohio boy in my heart, but like, man, I love California.
That's what's up, bro.
I love it.
That's what's up.
So your newest song, which we just played before here, correct? Give us like what were you going for with the vibe? Is there a story behind it, or is just like,
Yeah,
dude, I want to be the next Kanye?
Nah, it's not even about being the next Kanye. Shout out to Kanye West. I do think he is completely misunderstood. And I caught some of y'all last segment, man. I wish I would have got involved in that, man, because a lot of the stuff y'all speak about, as me and you spoke
Yeah,
last night,
yeah.
I feel opposite on. I'm not on.
I know. I wanted to get you on a big
Whoa,
mic.
especially on the Gucci moments. Like I
Yeah.
feel so opposite about that moment. But the song Big Kanye, I was in California. Shout out to my homeboy Murder Baby. Ironically, Murder Baby and them just dropped a Soldier Boy video today.
Oh,
That all
really?
happened this past weekend.
That's what's
So
up.
shout out Murder Baby, my homie Little Sam in New Orleans. I was in the studio with him before I was coming to Ohio maybe 2 trips ago, and I had did 5 songs that had like 5 different flavors. Like one of them was super auto tune and singy. One of them was like super club trappy. One of them was
Yeah.
like heartfelt, almost like serenading.
Love song.
And
Ooh.
they like, man, my homie Murder walks in, and C4, shout out C4 Trill. I feel like he probably the next Wayne. He out of New Orleans. So he jumps up like, yo, man, that dude right there, you got right there, just did 5. Well, that boy tough. And he like, man, you ain't know about Big Percy. Well, that boy is Big Kanye right there. That boy got that feeling. That boy is Big Kanye. And then when he said it, it was more of the feeling. Like it wasn't about Kanye West.
Right.
It's about like, man, that what he doing in creating mode right
Yeah.
there. That's the feeling you get. Like that's
Yeah.
that Big Kanye stuff. And I came back to Columbus. I flew in like 2 days after that. And I'm sitting in the house with Raiden Labs. Shout out Raiden Labs and Sam
Yeah,
Rothstein.
he was at the
podcast
event. Yeah, the
thing, yeah.
podcast event.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raiden's a dope DJ, but
He
he's a,
is.
he's a dope producer.
Producer,
I don't
okay.
know if you get a chance, Raiden Labs, he's a producer out of Columbus. Just well put together guy. His music to me sounds like a
His
movie epic.
Mm.
you know?
Yeah, and he does so much with his videos. With what's he running now? Not the Space Camp, like the video, the production value. I mean, he puts a lot into the visuals,
Right.
Yeah,
and he's got the music to
man,
follow it.
Yeah.
Like,
shout out to him.
his
and
brand
Sam,
is
man.
on point.
Him and Sam are working their brands really
That's what's
well.
up.
Yeah.
And even me being in California, a lot of that is Sam. Like Sam was very gung ho about me taking advantage of what my brand is and having faith in it. And people like Sam had faith in me before I really even had belief that I could go do anything beyond selling dope or selling cable. So I came down, I sat down at Raiden. He's making the first and I was just like, ugh, that's a banger right there. You know what I'm
808.
saying? Not just like it was just nasty. And then the feeling I was in was like, man, like I feel like I am Big Kanye right now. Like just the feeling of I can accomplish great things in music and great moments in music.
Yeah.
And it feels like the great moments that the aura of Ye had, not Kanye West, but like when he was creating those moments.
Yeah.
Oh.
People seem to dislike Kanye West as a person, but those moments in music, like you would be a hater to say that he hasn't had one time of touching you. This is a very vast collection, and those moments are just like, ugh.
Yeah, I feel that.
And that's what I wanted. I just want to. I don't. It's not about being Kanye West. It's about like, man, I'm Big Kanye. Like I feel like I make moments every time I move out. This is a moment. This is a moment every time.
That's
and
dope.
even when I got to like naming like getting to the parts of his projects, those moments are moments in my life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Graduation, flashing lights at graduation.
Yeah.
That's real thing. Whether you listening to flashing lights, I mean the first time I caught the song, Like this is something completely different.
Yeah.
To actually seeing flashing lights at my own graduation and knowing this is something different. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know about living the life of Pablo, like California
Yeah.
has definitely introduced me to living the life of
Nice.
Pablo.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
dope.
so
Wow.
so
Yeah, that's
great.
super
yeah,
dope,
man.
man.
So that's about just moments, man. To feel.
So with that, would you say? So I know he may have given you an influence behind that song, possibly, but who would you say is your influence within the rap game or within in
Damn, we
artistry?
was just
Period.
talking about that,
You know what I
man.
mean?
I'm a little bit older than I may look, but so my inspirations are vast, and they're
Okay.
not just rap. You know, majority of them aren't rap. So rapper wise, like Young Bleed,
Okay.
Chino XL,
Okay.
um, the first three Busta Rhymes, the first three. You know what I'm saying? I don't really
Yeah, I
get paid,
got
but
you.
them first three, you know, that first DMX, like there's just moments with projects that set on me. Capadonna's first project,
Okay.
and for sure in the top is Camp Low. I think Camp
Camp
Low did
Low.
something to me that was
Mm-hmm.
like yeah. So rap wise, that's and then now then you got your Teddy Pendergrasses and your you know
All that soul
oh
that
man.
make it blend and
Shout
make
out
it
to every
mix.
funk artist ever
Yeah.
invented. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I feel like we invented funk.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like that. Like I
Mm.
Yeah.
feel like Ohio players,
Yeah.
son,
Trotmans.
Roger, try to rest in
Yeah.
peace, Roger.
Yeah.
My homeboy, a guy I used to write R&B and soul with for a couple years. He's now touring and playing with Zap, and it's weird watching that. Just had shout out to Ronald Peanut Frost, man, great producer. He
Okay.
produced on some songs.
Mm-hmm.
Jill Scott's.
Oh, nice.
He's got Nivea, like he's
Yeah.
got a long list of
Mm-hmm.
production,
That's what's up.
and he just started touring with Zap, man, and it's just watching everyone kind of make moves.
Yeah,
Like
man.
we're not done. There's a lot of my friends that are really continuing to make their moves in music. So yeah, man, like I had a lot of great influences, even personal friends. You know what
That's
I'm
what's
saying?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, man. We definitely, we honored, man, to have you here with us, man, and chopping it up and, give us a little background and feed, what you got going on and where you going, man. Because at the end of the day, everybody can utilize a platform. You know what I'm
Yeah, man.
saying? It only makes, you greater. So, we definitely want to let the audience know that you here and you gonna tell us what
Oh yeah,
what you
man.
got, what you doing,
It's
where it's at.
please every platform you can find my music on. I'm honestly trying to get my Spotify. I know this last year everyone dropped their New Year's Eve
Mm,
Spotify numbers, and I was like, man, I don't even promote promote
right.
on Spotify. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to make a push at that this year.
Okay.
For people looking for me live, ironically, I'm booking everywhere. Like I'm not really turning down no directions as long as I can kind of get my plane ticket paid for
Mhm.
and enough to kind of move around on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty straight. I got merchandise with me.
Mm-hmm.
My next set is March 2nd in San Bernardino.
Okay.
It's a festival called the Alive and Kicking Festival.
Oh, nice.
It's got like Cam Archer, who's one of my favorite IE artists in the LA area, but a lot of up and coming California artists are on the actual bill, and I'm just grateful for that they even let me be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I got tickets for sale for those who catch this and happen to be out in the southern LA and you're trying to come check the show. I got tickets with me.
Yeah.
Also have tickets out there. That's March 2nd in San Bernardino at the NOS Center. And then I have a lot of people doing like ventures with me. I have a clothing venture with Lucio Leon. You can check them out, lucioleon.com.
Okay.
Another fashion friend of mine has a company called Other. March 7th, she's doing a fashion show at Bogarts in Cincinnati. So,
Okay.
Hmm.
I think I might have some music as a part of that. I'm gonna be back in Ohio the 22nd for the expo,
Dope.
and we're gonna be. Ironically, when I come back on the 22nd, we're gonna throw a house party, man, like a real life. Me and a friend had a conversation,
nice.
and I was talking about the vibe of music.
Mhm.
Today, I went
Yeah.
and taught a class.
Okay.
I teach when I come back sometime. Shout out Eric Rollins for Mr. Anderson. He teaches like
Mm-hmm.
little classes
Mhm.
for the school. So I went down and taught some hip hop stuff with some kids that was inspired rap artists,
Mm-hmm.
and got them together. And we were just talking about the feel of music,
Yeah.
and we don't have house parties no more.
Yeah,
Like
that's
no one
real.
has a good time,
No.
and now we got people trying to like up the ticket on you so hard
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
at these clubs, and
Mhm.
and the feel is
And
gone.
give a
Yeah.
pseudo house party type
Yeah.
feel, but you need an authentic.
Yes, and the
Yeah.
feel's gone. Ironically, I have nothing wrong with what's happening in rap. I love these rap guys. I love these new guys. Shout out to all these young guys. I hang out with them a lot in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Hitway Studios.
Mhm.
I remember being in the studio the day after Gummo was
Mm.
recorded. Like it's I love these new guys. You know what I'm saying? And they're putting their lives in danger for the clout, man. You know what I'm saying? So
We clearly saw that with 6
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
like real life when you see guys putting their lives in danger for the clout, like it's a scary thing. But shout out to those kids. But I want to bring the feel back.
That's what's up.
I miss the feel when you could hear a song and it felt good to watch, and
Yes.
you went to
Mm.
a party with your friend and party, like real life feel good. Like I get tired of walking into places and just feeling like you just want to sell me.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
supposed to
Yeah.
get a drink. I'm supposed to stand there.
There's a process
stand
to
there,
this.
Yeah.
Enter,
stand there,
exit. Like
stand there. I watched this guy perform, maybe like the song or two, and even worse now, the songs are becoming like just to sell me. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And you just, I mean, the voiceover just. I remember when voiceovers first started happening, and they're like, "Oh, these artists are terrible for having voiceovers. They're not
Yeah.
actually singing." Now it's just a common thing. Like artists will play their voiceover, and they can just sit there and.
Yeah,
But if you have an artist actually go up there with just their beat and do the whole song,
yeah. I've never had a background track in my whole career. And I used to pride myself on being able to sound like my recordings, like
yeah,
working hard. So this is the part of like your man who was on at your radio station segment, and he was talking about professionalism.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Raheem.
There is,
Yeah.
and that's a real thing. It'll be showing up on time, having your music on different aspects to be played when you need it to be played.
Yep.
Having ways to get access to it, having merchandise for people to leave with,
Mhm.
having a way for them to learn how to keep in contact with
Right.
you. Like these are all things, and even going to LA, I understood that I was very unprofessional, and because these guys are for real, you know, they're not playing. Like even when their songs stink, they know the damn choreography. They got all the outfits to match that. They have,
Mhm.
you know, the back. They know they have
Right,
everything.
right.
You know, like so they're more professional sometimes than they are talented.
Yeah.
And talent's not going to carry you anywhere. So you have to be prepared, man. That's what I.
Because I've noticed that with either it's an artist or somebody in the professional field, the minute you sleep, you've got 300,000 other people 10 steps ahead of you. So you've got to be on your A
Already.
game all the time.
Already.
If you're packing a room with 10 people or packed in a room with 30,000 people,
Yeah.
you've got to have that same
I rock hard,
level of
same,
professionalism.
Same hard if it's one person or 100. Like I'm going.
I felt at rehab last night. I mean, it's not anything, you know, Newport wise, but
You
still,
know,
I mean,
hey, man.
you got a vibe that
Shout
got
out,
everybody.
Shout out to the rehab, man. You know,
not only
it's-
rehab, but the break. I mean, I just got introduced
no,
to
shout out to especially the break.
it.
I recall the first time that I came down, I was invited to the break.
Uh-huh.
And I will never say that I made the break. I will say that I definitely made the break dope at some dope moments.
Okay.
And I definitely got a lot of my friends that weren't coming down to kind of show up. And for our little era of the break, for the Nest Words, copyright, like when we was having people come down real life, like having some good spitters down there going, like I believe it started something.
Gotcha.
And it's gonna be hard to get back. I don't know, like I definitely respect the new guys that come, you know what I'm saying? But
Not the same energy.
Man,
I mean, do you expect the fact that with generations and with time it changes? So
nah, because ironically the break to me holds, at least it holds that. It's very classic.
okay.
And a lot of the artists, shout out to all the little artists that go down there, especially little freestyle guys, because they're genuine and true to the form of the spirit of the break.
Gotcha.
It's not really like they're coming down with some BS and just blah 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 blah. Like
Right.
they're real life trying to get better. Shout out to Senseless. I think it's so many people that set that in motion and then also stayed there to kind of curate it. I went to LA, so I wasn't around to watch what happened, and I know there's some people that have then since moved on and don't return back. But it's dope to see that people like Senseless, Nova, they're there to make sure that it still runs smooth. E-Rob is always leaving the platform up for young dudes to pop up. There's an artist I think about all the time named Deuce. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Deuce is a Columbus.
No room to fail, man.
No room to
Oh,
fail.
yeah,
That's my
that's
dude.
our boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Ask-
We actually got him, Bardo, and that boy
Yeah,
Jonesy
the Hitters,
performing.
man.
Yeah,
Like
they gonna do
well,
it
I call it the
hip-hop.
Muzo radio
Yeah,
stage at the
yeah.
Hip Hop Expo.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to Deuce,
Yeah,
man.
Deuce
One of
is
my
my
more
brother.
humbling moments. Deuce comes down, openly says, "Yo, I saw this on the Instagram, and I saw you, and I just came here to see you rap. Like this is what I'm here for." And he would put me at this time on this like platform and say things like, "Man, until I can come and smash what P's doing, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I'm
That's
like,
what's
yo,
up,
that's
bro.
dope, but it's
Yeah.
like, man, like,
Yeah, I'm
you
saying,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
But it make you, it make you work harder as well too.
You know what, bro? Watching where that guy came as an artist is amazing.
He's humble.
And sometimes in the process of life, I got kids and I'm making moves across the country. We lose contact with people,
Mhm.
but I've always admired what that dude did. Like, because he literally was. And when I met him, he was a football player, and
Mhm.
he came out and was moving into his artistry to be now exactly what he's like. He spoke that into
That's what's
existence,
up. That's
you
what
know,
it's
and
about.
he didn't stop working, man. So I
Yeah.
appreciate watching guys who, you know, that's because that's my the most sad that I get is watching guys who feel I've inspired them and then bumping into them later on and them not
They did
really.
do what they did.
And I had brought this up. I know your Sam has his peer pressure podcast, but he one question I brought up was mentors. Like you're obviously been a mentor figure towards some Columbus artists. Who have been your mentor figures, whether it be in Dayton, whether it be in Columbus, and even LA right now? Do you have a certain mentor that you'd like to shout out or?
Couple, man. As far as California is concerned, shout out Big Bo Rock from the Dove Shack, man. Big Bo Rock really embraced me
Mm-hmm.
early, and a lot of the music I move around on, I call it crooning.
Mm-hmm.
I like to call it singing, but I'm kind of it's reminiscent of a Nate Dogg
Okay.
of a Bo Rock,
Okay.
and he really pulled me in. Shout out to my nigga Big, Chill from Compton's Most Wanted, MCA.
That's what's up.
It's just been a lot of artists. Like, man, one of the most humbling moments in my life, true
Mm-hmm.
story, is I just hosted and performed at a marijuana event. I hosted a lot of medical marijuana
Yeah.
events, so shout out to all the cannabis community. And I'm at this event, and Razcast comes. Razcast got his arm around my neck, and I'm talking to Money B from Digital Underground,
Okay.
and then Money B goes, "Hey man, you a you a OG now." And then Raz goes, "Whoa." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "You remember the last time that I heard you say that? You said that to me." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, we was at this we had just got to hanging out, and it was me, you, and Tupac, and you was like, 'Hey yo, what's guess what, Raz? You a real OG now." And I was like, whoa, and I'm sitting there having this moment of Razcast
Yeah.
basically like reminiscing his moment of Pac, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah. So I'm grateful for being in those people's presence and
Mhm.
also having a chance for them to respect who I am as an
Yes,
artist.
sir.
Yes.
As far as Ohio's concerned, man, uh, it's so many other older OGs I wouldn't even know where to start at.
Mm-hmm.
But to crown all that, man, rest in peace to the greatest young OG I ever had, man. Like Ness Words has inspired me beyond what most people understand in just a short time. I knew him shorter than his other so-called friends, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And he used to always be like, "Man, P, you got the way. You know, you got the answer." When I made my first move to California, "Man, you got it, P. Don't even, bro. You got the answer, bro. Bro, don't stop
But you
questioning
didn't know
yourself,
what that
bro."
answer was.
I didn't, and I always I always imagined being able, like, because he's younger than me. I always imagined being able to fall back on him for the answers because
Mhm.
he was so
Wise.
beyond his years, bro. When y'all were talking earlier on the Black History
Yeah.
situation and people leaving things behind, like I don't even like people addressing those situations because I witnessed a dude who put the black people on y'all city boards in the
Mhm.
chairs. Like he did real work for your city. Rest in peace, Marshawn, who did the Hands Up, Don't Shoot in
Mm.
Columbus, Ohio, marched for John Crawford in Dayton
Mhm.
during the Walmart situation. How I met him. We met 2 times without me knowing that he was Ness's young protege. Like
Mm.
Ness was his OG. And the 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 things the jewels that I got from listening to an artist that could keep up with me freestyling, keep up with me song wise, and made me sometimes feel like, especially on the bounce. I don't know if you ever saw Ness perform, but on the bounce, I felt like, damn, I'm not like this
Yeah.
guy has
He got
the
it.
juice.
Yeah.
So OG wise and inspirational wise, I learned more from that situation. And there's a saying, if you ever seen, I know you probably seen Five Heartbeats,
Mhm.
but I don't know if you ever seen Five Heartbeats. It's a cultural
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, man. We be trying to get him hip,
yeah,
man, but it's a lot we
It's a
got to do.
process.
Yeah, it's a
Everything's a process.
process.
it's a
Yeah.
scene in that movie where Robert Townsend's character says, "I'm about to become a better artist."
Yeah.
They said, if you become a better artist, we experience heartbreak. You
Yeah.
know, I've never I've lost family. I've
Mhm.
lost grandparents. I just, ironically, I'm back this particular time in Ohio to bury my stepmother. Rest in
Mm.
peace. Since 7 years old. And it's a hole
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
It
Oh, yeah.
hurts.
yeah.
I've never experienced the pain like I have losing that Swerts.
Mm.
Like I feel like when people speak about losing Tupac's and these different people that were real stand up in their generation, that's to me
Mm.
that one. That was me watching Mike Tyson box. That was me
Right.
watching, even though they don't give credit, Manny Pacquiao. That's
Mhm.
that's my version of
I
that.
beat that boy.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love watching great figures,
Yeah,
and I
man.
always wish that I got to see Jimi Hendrix. I wish I got to see like the greats at their greatest. I wish I
Mhm.
got to see James Brown when he was sliding forward.
Yeah.
I wish I got to see Brown Michael Jackson.
Right.
I love white Michael Jackson, but I do wish that physically in my eyes I got to watch like ripe adult Mike, like fresh
Yeah.
adult
I
Mike.
got you.
When it was like, oh,
Thriller.
Yeah.
like the real moonwalk
Yeah.
when he
With the
I got
jacket,
this
that
bitch.
Yeah.
80s vibe.
Yeah.
Just
Man, I wish I
set the
got to
tone.
see it.
Yeah.
I got to see great things. I got to see Ultimate Warrior.
Wrestling fan, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I got to see Ultimate Warrior.
That's
You know what I'm
what's up.
saying?
That's dope.
It's many things in my life that I definitely got to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
And I got to see Ness Words, and I really put it that high. Like I don't know if people really understand. So that's the to me one of my bigger OGs. And in my city, there's a guy named King Tun. If you ever get a chance, um, while he's definitely one of my OGs and someone I respect the
Mhm.
words of, he also lets me know like to not like he did moves that made me question why. Like he has hit records that he never puts out, or
Mm.
he's got guest features and he never puts them out. And I'm like, man, and I would be so angry. And now here I am in the situations, and I don't want to be like. I'm like, all right, I gotta stay on that.
So you
And
got
he also drops the most like, um, just grand jewels on me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely,
yeah, it's always good to have
yeah.
somebody like that,
And
man.
one of the better friends I have now is named Real, and we didn't get along 10, 20, 10,
It
20
makes
years
sense.
ago.
That
And the
maturity to kick
OG
in.
made sure that we stayed cool, right? And now we're like best, like we're tight. And it's just weird energy, man, but it's good energy. Real is an OG. He's older than me, and he has my mother's birthday, and then I have his mother's birthday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Mm.
OGs, they got good energy, bring you into good energy.
Yeah.
Like he took two people that really weren't getting along, and seeing
He
that we
corrected
kind of
those magnetic
yeah,
fields.
Yeah.
yeah. So respect your OGs. I make music saying respect your OGs. You never know what lesson you're gonna need, and it's gonna come from your
Do you
OGs.
think a lot of young talent, first off, do not respect the wisdom given by OGs,
Of course,
and B, why?
you've been a kid before. I mean,
Mhm.
it's when you get to a certain age, you feel you know it, man. I used to be 22 and say, man, if I ain't on by the time I'm 26, I'm smoking crack. And I'm glad I chose
Right.
otherwise. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
Like,
like that.
when you're young, man, you know, I got teenagers, me, and I'm going through a lot with them. I write about them in songs, and I be trying to give my son a cheat code because unlike my parents, I think this generation is closer to their kids than any generation that's ever came before it. Beforehand, when you were 15 in the 1900s, at any point, being 30 something is so far
Mhm.
fetched in a way. 30-year-olds and 15-year-olds are different, but now 30-year-olds and 15 watch the
Yeah.
same music,
Yeah.
Yep.
same
That's real.
games, do the same things. They
That's
look at the
super
same
real.
girls. Like
Yeah.
they're messed up, but it really is how it's built. Like it's
Mhm.
30 and 15 is not as far as it is
Yep.
was in the past. And I try to like be open with my kids. I'm very honest to them.
Good.
And in the spirit of Black History Month, man, a lot of the stuff that y'all spoke about, like I wish I was there for that conversation because I'm on the opposite end. I don't believe that we should continue pushing these fake narratives. I think that we should be smarter at this point to realize these are lies and fake narratives. I'm in a place. I love this place. Do not get me wrong. I love the opportunities that are given to me in America, because other places have their own prisons and their own slaveries.
That's real.
You know, but that doesn't justify the slaveries and the
Nah,
bad
not at all.
moments that happen
Yeah.
here. Black history, for some reason, not for some reason, let's be honest, it's the exact reason that Black history is everything after slavery, and that's false. You know, we were black before slavery, and the ideal of it is kind of like that's the mockery of the thing. I'm in a place that respects mockery. I don't celebrate holidays because majority of your holidays, if you really look into it, and yeah, they're mocking some other person's thing, and there's no excuse at this point, man. Like, you know, we're in 2000 something. Everyone has a computer in their hands, and we're still letting them sell us fake jargon, just fakeness. I'm not about to fall for fakeness anymore. So I don't even like, I usually don't even address those things. I don't even like addressing politics because, come on, man, we're not talking about flipping the Constitution. Then you're just jerking off. You're just playing.
Yeah.
You know that the law was made like completely not involved
Against you.
Yeah, like it's completely made. It's there in plain writing, and we're not afforded none of those rights.
Right.
And yet we're like, okay, well, you know, everyone's the same. Like, it's so you have the internet. I can't just give you a pass no more. You know. So I'm not.
It's ignorance.
I do find
ignorance
it.
is bliss, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to Jesse Smollett, but it was funny how the criminal justice system went so deep to investigate this.
Yeah.
But there's so many murders that happen every single day that they're like, okay, we're done.
Yeah, you know they investigated. Shout out again. That's 1 month.
No.
1 month. They closed this case in 1 month, and it's labeled, regardless of what you may hear on other publications or other situations, it is listed as an unsolved murder. It is not listed as an accident. It is listed as an unsolved murder, and they closed it in a month. Rest in peace, CJ in Dayton. It's listed as an accident. He had a bullet hole in his neck. It's listed as an accident because he wrecked his car. Like, there's a lot of things that I watch like people do, and this is my thing. I'm not against officers. I think that people work jobs in every situation. The law is obviously not for us. It's not about officers. Like, so don't get mad and blame officers. They're going to work, they're doing their thing. But everybody does something bogus at
There's
their
somebody
job,
at the top that's telling.
you know?
Yeah.
Everybody knows at their job that there's bad things happening that you don't speak up about, and so on. So you ever watch Shameless?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that episode when she went to the grocery store?
I don't remember the exact episode.
She was at the grocery store and all the girls was giving the manager head and stuff, man. That was wild. Like,
Oh my god.
it's bad stuff at every job. I used to
Yeah.
DJ at a strip club for 3-4 years at Cheeks and Dayton. And I've seen shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I've did the same thing helping kids, and I've seen shit, man. You know, like we gotta address real things. Stop letting them sell you. I think the
Don't believe the hype.
Gucci thing to me is a sale. Wealthy black people buy Gucci. It's not a secret. Rich black people love Gucci.
Right.
Adrian Broner, if you paid attention, like months before this Gucci, he was, oh boy, 300.
Soldier Boy had the clear bandana.
Yeah. So to me, what they just did is they took something that they know that poor black people can't afford to get them to dislike wealthy black people that buy Gucci. And because in reality, that's not real. If you're mad about inequality, there's so many more things that you can go boycott and be. How about the Constitution? We can go boycott. We can literally be like, you know what, this is bad. Let's boycott it. But no one wants to change it. And this is the thing. I'm just saying, if you really want good, then do change. So I'm not saying it's bad. I love my country. I love the freedoms I'm afforded. But if you really want equality, then go start at the beginning. If you're not, you're just bullshitting. If you are a young lady and you're listening to this particular podcast and you hate R. Kelly, and you look at R. Kelly and he makes you feel some kind of way because you were molested by some gentleman in your past, and then you look at R. Kelly and it reminds you of the gentleman who molested you. Don't shit on R. Kelly. Go get rid of the fucking rapist pedophile that did this to you.
And that's what it needs to start. And a lot of them are coming out too.
But we need to. And it's sad that in 2019, I only know fake rape cases, and the people who really have done this are free.
Yeah.
You know, the female friends that I have a lot of females that have been unfortunately in molestation. None of them have outed, you know, the guys or the women, in this case, have done this to them. And they see these moments on television with these celebrities, and they quick to, you know, jump on that train because they got that feeling about it. So I'm encouraging women, look, man, at this point, if you really feel that serious about R. Kelly, please out your R. Kellys. Because we can't protect you if we don't know who we're protecting you against.
That's real.
And I have daughters. I have two
Because
beautiful
if they're hurting
daughters.
them, they're gonna hurt
They're
somebody.
gonna
else.
hurt somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, and now the jargon is that if you speak against the R. Kelly thing, that you're for raping of women, and that's not what I'm for. I'm for the other side. Let's put these bastards on the, let's burn them. Let's really get to it. And if we're not, then stop trying to hang R. Kelly, man. If you're not gonna hang
everybody,
John Kelly, and then
let it. I mean, not let it be, but definitely put that energy where
I'm
it needs
just
to
tired
be
of
too.
hearing about, especially with that one guy. I know that there's always agendas on black celebrities, and dude definitely did foul in his situation, but I ain't gonna say it was over with. Like, that was then, and y'all walk past it. There's nothing new happening. We're just stirring up old dust and getting angry about it. I think that's like a gimmick. Pay attention to old dust, and meanwhile, you ain't got your taxes, and we shut, like, everything was happening, and y'all worried about old dust. You know, and y'all got your own dirt on your closets.
Everybody got dirt in their closet.
You know, so at the time when everybody was doing that, man, I was in LA smoking hella weed, thinking about how to get across the country and hold on to my babies to make sure nothing happened to my babies, while also pushing my career, because I couldn't sit around thinking about, woe is me if, you know, these girls is mad at R. Kelly again. Oh no. The old ass Bill Cosby and so-called tip somebody's drink. Why are you even going out with old ass Bill Cosby? You know what?
But it's all in the media, man. It's all in politics, man. And it was more stuff behind the scenes that we just gotta
stop being sold by 6-second clips, and honestly love your people, man. Love your sister, your mama, your brother. Pay attention to who's hurting them.
That's what's up, man.
Real life. That's what I kind of create music about, man. I just want people to really, like, love themselves. Pay attention to the people that your environment around you. I came out of the worst, and I'm here, man. You know, no felonies.
Hey, that's a good note. Hey, and on a good note, hey, look, Peter Emcee, man. Y'all heard it here first, man. Y'all heard where you can catch his music at.
Yeah, all platforms, man. PTHEEMCEE. That's on your IG, your Twitter,
Facebook, Snap,
all that, man. And tell your friends about me, man. I'm booking shows wherever. Like I said, as long as I can get the ticket there, man, I'm coming to tear your spot down. Point. We got bands. I got a band out west that works around with me. Shout out Anton, and I got a band. Mr. Anderson works with me when I'm in the Midwest.
Okay.
So even people who have venues for, like, you know, the full band, like, holla at the boy, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And also any artist, producer, videographer such as, man, Casper James. If you're looking to do some work, man, I'm really looking to build. I love y'all studio, man. I would love to get a monthly up in this thing.
Hey, good talk.
Hey, we definitely make some stuff happen, bro. For sure. You know, that's what it's about, networking, man. Hey, we are honored to have this special, you know, interview.
Like, really quick and sudden. I know Casper said you're coming in town. You messaged us a couple months ago, and it just worked perfectly tonight.
Like I said, I'll be back March 22nd, and I'm always dropping. I'm about to drop a whole Some Words project, which is a project I kind of dedicated to Ness. And then I got a couple EPs in between there. I'm dropping the freestyle for the a lot freestyle. Like,
oh yeah, I want to hear that.
I'm about to say you got it saved here.
Yeah.
But...
Oh yeah, I got.
So what you want us to play on the outward?
Honestly, man, I would say Scarface, just because it kind of fits what I go off on.
Okay.
Scarface show.
Nah, that's the show track. Unless I'm performing, I don't think you want me performing.
Yeah.
Scarface.
Pick that one, yeah.
All right.
This song is Scarface, man. This is what I've been moving around California on. It's kind of like my my one right now.
Yeah, that's what's
So,
up.
yeah,
You gotta have that one, man.
Not even a single. I'm glad you didn't use the word single.
Yeah.
It's the one.
It's the
Yeah,
one.
You know.
I don't want to use their jargon no more, man.
That's what's
Shout out to Digger Dame Lee. We speak about OGs. He's also been messing around back in Columbus,
Mhm.
but he's all about having your own wordplay
Yeah.
and coining your own things. None of this is about our creation. So
Yeah.
start creating your own.
That's
man.
what's up.
Content.
Digger Dame Lee, fake, real fake media, man. If you're looking for his connection, man, you know. And shout out to everybody, man. Doobie. You know,
Yes.
Mr.
Packed out
Doobie?
the Newport here early in the
Man.
year.
You know, I got cool with them in LA. I never knew them in
He just did
college.
a track with Scott Storch. Like
Yeah,
he's
man.
working
Shout
with
out
an
Scott
epic
Storch.
producer.
Yeah, I got to meet Scott out there too, man.
I bet he's the most chill, dope
Every
guy.
bruh, I wish I could say I met a bad person. I'm trying to think who's bad. Like, oh, I met
Everybody
this
dope.
guy and it was bad vibes. But
Good vibes.
they're meeting me on this song, so I think that's probably why my energy's good.
All right.
That's what's up.
Yep.
So we're gonna end the show on
Yeah.
Scarface.
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 Hey man, thanks.
Get your change up. You gon' change up all your friends. Yeah. Jumped off a plane in a new state that I ain't never been. I jumped back from all of them losses, man, I came to win. She said, once you get your change up, you're gonna change your friends. And once you get the cash, what you gonna do then? I said, bitch, I want the world. Shit, and everything that's in it. Yeah, I told her, bitch, I want it all. I feel like that's what God intended. Yeah, shit, and I don't got no time to hear you telling me shit you think I ain't gon' be shit. Cause bitch, I want the world. Shit, and everything that's in it. Yeah. Shit. We went from dollar bill dreams to them racks involved. We went from selling little tree to smacking dog. Shit gets so real once cracks involved. But those my past demons. And I'm just steady trying to back them off. People laughed in my face, trying to get back involved. But I ain't got the same line, and we ain't on the same time. See, y'all was on that bullshit, and we wasn't on the same ground. But I told you I was gonna get mine, it was just due time. Bitch, I want the world. Shit, and everything that's in it. Yeah, I told her, bitch, I want it all. I feel like that's what God intended. Yeah, shit, and I don't got no time to hear you telling me shit you think I ain't gon' be shit. Cause bitch, I want the world. Shit, and everything that's in it. Yeah. See, I represent that Midwest, but smoking stress was stressing me. So I came out to the West Coast to try Kendrick and Dre's recipe. Now I'm smoking that greater than, but the haters still feeling less of me. Hit me like Jacob, my bitch look like Maya, but I won't let them get the best of me. My mama told me to go get it, my daughter told me to go get it. My father told me I should quit it, my son is a freshman, he told me I shouldn't. Fuck how you feel, I ain't with it. My bitches know I'm committed for chasing the money and riches, so I just admit it. Plus they know it's all real, no gimmick. This ain't a church, it's a clinic. This ain't a stone, it's cemented. If I said it, then I'm in it. Everyone down to you in it. Now it's just down to you in it. Now it's just down to you win it. Everyone round when you win it. Then they come background grinning, claiming they want what their background isn't. Seeing in your woes, guess that sounds different. But listen, bitch, I want the world. Shit, and everything that's in it. Yeah, I told her, bitch, I want it all. I feel like that's what God intended. Yeah, shit, and I don't got no time to hear you telling me shit you think I ain't gon' be